It's time for StoRyvival, and today we bring you a story to mark the Jewish festival of lights or Hanukkah. The Jews and Judaism first came to India almost 2500 years ago during the reign of King Solomon, according to some legends. They continued to arrive over the years and settled mainly in the cities of Cochin, Mumbai, and Kolkata. They enriched India's diversity, landscape, and culture with their presence, beautiful synagogues, and Jewish festivals and observances. One of these festivals is called Hanukkah, which usually falls in the month of December. Let's find out why Hanukkah is celebrated. Once upon a time, there was a Greek king by the name Antiochus. He was a very powerful king. In fact, people said that he was the most powerful king after Alexander the Great in that region. Antiochus wanted to spread his empire far and wide. But it was not just territorial expansion that he was interested in. Antiochus wanted to spread Greek culture in all the territories that he had captured. Previous rulers had maintained the religious and cultural diversity during their reign, but Antiochus wanted to wipe that diversity away. In the process, his eyes fell on the Jewish community, whose lifestyle and traditions of worship were different from those of the Greeks. Immediately, he set about trying to get them to change their ways and starting to worship the Greek gods. So, Antiochus sent one of his commanders to the city of Jerusalem or Yerushalayim and asked him to set up an altar to the Greek gods in place of the holy temple of Jews. The commander did so and also sacrificed a pig at this site, violating the sanctity of the holy temple with its blood. When the high priest of the Jews heard this, he was very agitated. He made himself a sword and slayed the commander and his men. This set off a series of battles between the Jews and the Greeks. Antiochus tried everything to try to get the Jews to submit to him. But the Jews persisted, and they were successful in driving the Greeks away every time. Finally, Antiochus sent his wicked general Bagris along with a large combined army of all the nations that he had captured. But a small group comprising of the 5 sons of the high priest was able to defeat this large army and drive them away. When Antiochus heard this, he fled, and he was called a coward everywhere he went. The Jews had won. After this, the Jews repaired the damaged temple, rededicated it, and started to search for oil to light the lamps in the holy temple again. They found 1 jar of olive oil that would have lasted for 1 day. But the oil burned for 8 days instead of just 1. It is this miracle of oil and the rededication of the holy temple that is celebrated during the festival of Hanukkah. Jews all over the world, as also the Jews of India, celebrate by lighting lights for 8 days, 1 more each day than the previous, in a unique candle holder called the menorah or the Hanukkah. Fried foods are eaten during the festival to mark the miracle of oil. The Jews of India consume a sweet fried delicacy called appam as part of this ritual. Families get together for feasts, and in Kerala, a dance called Kai Kottikari is performed. In addition, the Jews of Cochin have a few unique customs related to Hanukkah. They read the story of Hanukkah from the scroll of Antiochus a few days before Hanukkah. They burn the effigy of Antiochus's wicked general Bagris. Also, they have a special feast called Nercha Sadhya on the first day of Hanukkah. This feast is offered in the name of a Jewish spiritual leader by the name Nehemiah ben Abraham Muta, who is considered to be the patron saint of the Jews of Cochin. The story of Hanukkah is the story of perseverance. It is also the story of faith so pure that it can win over external doubts and influences, just like the Jews won over the Greeks, and as also symbolized by the pure olive oil burning for 8 days instead of just one. So that was the story of Hanukkah, celebrated by Jews all over the world as also the Jews of India. We hope you enjoyed this StoRyvival and will be back soon for more.